We spend so much of our lives trying to change the world around us, right? Our jobs, our homes, our relationships. But what if the biggest lever for change isn't out there, but in here? In this explainer, we're going to build a practical toolkit to master our inner world, because winning that internal game, well, that's the true secret to creating a better reality.
This idea right here is just so powerful. We don't experience life, we experience the part of life we focus on. I mean, really think about that for a second. Two people can be stuck in the exact same traffic jam. One of them sees a frustrating delay, the other sees a chance to listen to a great podcast. Same exact situation, but completely different realities. It all comes down to where you point your attention.
So how do we actually control this? Well, it all boils down to 3 decisions. And get this, we're making them every single moment of our lives. First, what are you going to focus on? Are you looking at what you have or what's missing? Second, what meaning are you giving it? Is this setback a total disaster, or is it a challenge? And third, what are you going to do about it? Those 3 choices, moment by moment, literally create the quality of your life.
Okay, let's grab our first tool. And this one tackles a concept we all think we know, self-esteem. We usually treat it like this vague, fluffy feeling we're just supposed to have. But what if that's all wrong? What if it's not a feeling at all, but something you have to actively go out and earn? Let's dive into how to build the true foundation for a strong mind, your own self-respect.
I absolutely love this definition. Self-esteem is the reputation you have with yourself. Just let that sink in. There's a part of you that's always watching. It's like this little internal accountant, constantly logging your actions. It knows when you cut corners, it knows when you break a promise to yourself, and it definitely knows when you act with integrity. And that running tally? Yeah, that is your self-esteem.
So, how do you build a 5-star reputation with yourself? Well, it starts with defining your own moral code. Like, what do you actually stand for? Then comes the hard part. You got to live up to it, especially when nobody's watching. Every time you make a sacrifice for something or someone you love, you're proving to yourself what you truly value. And all of this leads to this really powerful idea called the internal golden rule.
We all know the classic golden rule, right? Treat others the way you want to be treated. But look at this shift for the internal golden rule. Treat yourself the way others should have treated you. Wow, that's a game changer, especially for anyone who didn't get the unconditional love they deserved growing up. It's about consciously giving yourself the care, the compassion, and the respect you might not have received from others. It's a powerful way to reparent yourself.
All right, with that foundation of self-respect in place, we can tackle our second tool. We all know that voice in our head, right? The one that is a world-class expert at pointing out every single one of our flaws. For so many of us, it's a source of constant anxiety. But what if? What if that harsh inner judge could be transformed into our most effective coach?
This is such an important question to ask yourself. Is that voice really an enemy, just out to tear you down? Or could it be a clumsy ally? Maybe it's trying to protect you or push you to be better, but it's just really bad at its job. The shift in perspective here is everything. Just considering that it might be an ally is the first step to reprogramming it.
And this shows the shift perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the critic, that vague, punishing voice that just makes you feel bad. I don't feel good about what I did. But over on the right, you have the coach. It's specific, and it's all about the process. It takes that general feeling of, I'm not good enough, and turns it into a concrete, actionable question. Okay, that didn't work. What can I tweak to improve it next time? See the difference?
Oh, I absolutely love this reframe. It's so easy to feel fragile, right? Like you're just one wrong move away from breaking. But what if you're not fragile? What if, like it says here, you're finely tuned? Think of yourself like a high-performance machine, maybe a Ferrari. It needs careful maintenance, it needs the right fuel, but that's a sign of its power, not a weakness.
So, we've done some work on our inner world. Now, our third tool builds the bridge to the outer world. Because, let's be honest, when you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, all that thinking and reflecting can actually become a trap. You can't think your way out of a feeling. The only way out is through action.
It's such a simple but profound truth. Action is the antidote to anxiety. You literally cannot fear the future when you are actively building it. Anxiety just loves to feed on those vague what-ifs, but taking even one tiny step forces you into the present moment and starts to build momentum. The very thing that feels hardest to do when you're stuck, that's the one thing that will get you out.
Have you ever wondered why someone can spend 16 hours straight mastering a super complex video game but can't bring themselves to open their mail? Well, it's because life, unlike a good game, often gives us really poorly designed challenges. A huge, vague goal like build a website is like starting a game on level 56. It's so overwhelming you don't even start. The secret is to become the game designer of your own life and break that challenge into tiny, winnable levels.
So here's how you do it. Level 1 is always the same, doesn't matter what the task is, just dump all your thoughts about it onto a page. No structure, no rules, just get it all out. It's so small, you literally can't fail. And once you check that off, you get a nice little dopamine hit. Then for level 2, you just use that brain dump to create the next 5 tiny actionable levels. And just like that, you have a clear path and real momentum. It's that simple.
So we've got our tools, but they all point toward one final, really powerful mindset shift. We are obsessed with our position in life, aren't we? Our job title, our bank account, that static snapshot of where we are right now. But focusing on that, it's just a recipe for misery. It's time we shift our focus to something much, much more powerful.
It's all right here. Position is just where you are right now. But trajectory, that's the direction you're heading. When you focus on your position, you're always comparing. Am I number one? No? Well, then I'm a failure. But when you focus on your trajectory, the question completely changes. It becomes, am I moving forward? Am I improving? And that is a game you can win every single day.
I think this quote just says it all. Which person on the ladder is it best to be? The one that's still climbing. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're number 2 in the world if you were number 1 last year. Your trajectory is down. But if you're climbing fast from number 300 to 150, you have momentum, you have energy, you have hope. The best place to be is always, always climbing. So, we've covered it. Earning your own respect, turning your inner critic into a coach, using action as the antidote to anxiety, and shifting your focus from your position to your trajectory. The knowledge is here now, but you know, knowledge without action is really just entertainment. So the only real question left is the one on the screen. You have the tools. Which one will you use first?